Imagine a world where a painting can get you arrested, a statue can cause a riot, and a song can start a revolution. We are going to talk about stories of art that went way beyond pretty. Let's kick off with Gustave Courbet's scandalous masterpiece, The Origin of the World. Painted in 1866, this super realistic close-up, well, let's just say it didn't feature anyone's face. This artwork was considered so shocking that it was hidden away for decades. Even now, you can only view it with special permission. But hey, scandalous nudity isn't the only threat art can pose. In the 1930s, the Nazis were all about burning and banning anything they deemed degenerate art. This included modern stuff like Picasso and Matisse, just because they didn't fit the Nazi vision of perfect Aryan beauty. Imagine whole museums of incredible art up in flames, just because some dictator didn't like the way it looked. Sometimes the danger went beyond hurting feelings. Francisco Goya, the Spanish painter, had a knack for exposing the horrors of war and oppression. One of his most famous pieces, the 3rd of May, 1808, shows the brutality of Napoleon's soldiers massacring Spanish civilians. Imagine art becoming a weapon against tyrants, a way to expose the truth. And let's not forget music. Dmitri Shostakovich, living under Stalin's dictatorship in the Soviet Union, composed symphonies that hid secret messages of defiance. His 5th symphony was supposedly an apology to the regime. But listen closely, and you might hear the sarcasm dripping from the notes, a hidden cry for freedom amidst a world of oppression. Now here's where things get even wilder. Sometimes it's not about control, it's cold hard cash. Art theft is a centuries-old hustle. The most famous example, Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa. Back in 1911, she was straight up snatched from the Louvre Museum in Paris. It took 2 years before she was found again. Turns out, her disappearance made her even more legendary. But here's the truly messed up part. Sometimes it's those meant to protect art that end up destroying it. Think of the Bamiyan Buddhas, ancient giant statues carved into cliffs in Afghanistan. In 2001, the Taliban blew them to bits, considering them offensive to their religion. A piece of history, over 1,500 years old, gone forever because of hateful ideology. The question is, why the fear? Why does a painting, a song, a sculpture make those in power so dang nervous? Well, because art ain't just pretty. It makes you think, it makes you question, it shakes things up. It reminds us that we can see the world differently, that maybe we don't have to follow the rules laid out for us.